Hi y'all, my name is April and I'm here with another video. This time I want to talk about the side effects that I experienced with radiation. I started radiation, I was supposed to start it June, June the 8th, but the measurements that they had did was wrong. So they had to redo the measurements and I started like I think around the 17th or the 18th of June. So I'm still going. I'll be done July 23rd. I have to go every day for 5 weeks for radiation. Um, After like the second day of radiation, my stomach started hurting. It was like aching and it just hurt, and I was very nauseous. Okay. Um, Most times when I ate something it went away, but then it came back. Okay, so I mentioned it to the radiology people that does the radiation. I mentioned it to them, and they was looking at me like they didn't know what I was talking about, like they never heard of it before, and I just let it go, but I still wasn't feeling well. So when I see the radiation, the doctor every Monday. So when I went to go see him, he told me that the radiation was not causing it, and that since I had started a new diabetes medicine, um, that he think that was the cause of it. So I was like, okay. So I didn't agree with him, but I was like, okay. So I stopped taking all the medicine because the diabetes medicine wasn't working no way because I think it's because of the radiation. Because my blood sugar just, no matter what I ate, it just stayed sky high, and it was the same way when I was having the chemo. Okay, so what I did, what I what I did, like I said, I stopped taking the medicine, and my stomach still was hurting, and I still felt nauseous. So that next following Monday, I went back, but my doctor wasn't there. It was a different one. So my doctor had to go take his son off to college. He was going to medical school or something like that. He was telling me. But anyway, he was a new guy, and I was telling him that I was sick and all this stuff, and he was like, "Well, it's not the radiation. Usually, you have pain and nausea when um, you get radiation in that area." And I said, that can't be true because um, that stuff is getting in my system. You know, it's still getting in my system when you're doing it where my breast was. Because they give me radiation where my breast used to be on the right side, because that's where I had cancer. And where the lymph nodes area under my arm, okay? So it's still getting into my system. So I didn't agree with that, you know. And then he was like um, saying, um, well, um, well, maybe we might have to do some. Um, I no, he was like, maybe we have to do some tests on your brain or on your stomach or something. And like, I don't even understand what they got to do with anything. So I'm just listening to him, and then I just stopped him and I said, "Look, I'm sick and tired of y'all trying to tell me that that the radiation is not causing me to feel sick. I am sick, okay? This I said nothing else that I'm doing right now. I'm not doing anything besides getting radiation right now. I'm not on no medicine. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. And plus, on the internet, it says that it causes diarrhea, which I had when I first started. It causes diarrhea, and it causes um, it causes diarrhea, nausea, and stomach pain. Okay, so he want to argue. I was like, listen, I ain't gotta listen to this. I gotta put up with this. I'm not about to be arguing with nobody that's younger than me. I don't give a damn if he is a fucking doctor. Okay, I'm not about to sit here and argue with him. I got my bag and I walked up out of there. And I went home. I called my daughter and I told her to take me to the emergency room. This was like 2 weeks ago. I went to the emergency room and the doctor, I told her what's going on. She ran some tests and she gave me something for nausea. She gave me something for the pain for my hands. And I felt fine afterwards. And she was like, that radiation can give you some really nasty side effects, okay? And, I don't understand why these people try to play like they don't know this. So, when the next Monday after that, I seen the same. No, it wasn't Monday. It was like the next day. It was Tuesday. When I went back. Look, I'm backtrack a minute, okay? This guy, this radiation man, doctor, he was calling my daughter while I was in the emergency room, talking about he's so worried about me, he's concerned and all this stuff. And so when I went to my appointment, I told him like this: don't be calling my daughter. You got my daughter number for an emergency purposes only. Don't be calling my daughter, telling her my business. If I want my daughter to know my business, I know how to tell my daughter. I'm the mother. She's the child, okay? And that was not no emergency. That was not no emergency because you was worried about me. If you were so worried about me, you would have stopped me when I walked out the door. If you were so worried about me, you would have called me because I waited about an hour before I left for my cab. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, April, we will not call your daughter anymore, but I want to put you on some medicine called Kytrel. It's a strong nausea medicine. So I got it within 2 days because Rite Aid didn't have it. And the Kytrel helped, and I'm not sick no more. But, I mean, you have to stand up for yourself when it comes to these people, these doctors up here in these cancer centers or wherever it don't even have to be the cancer center. You got to stand up for yourself because them people will tell you anything. You can be sick as a dog, crawling on the floor, moaning and groaning, and they don't give a damn. You got to speak up for yourself, okay? So that's what I did. I'll be back with another video. I hope you like it. Please like and subscribe. Bye.